Welcome back, everybody. We're here with defensive coordinator and inside linebackers coach Peter Sirmon ahead of Cal's Week 9 matchup against Oregon State at California Memorial Stadium. We'll go to Steve Croner from the SF Chronicle for the first question.
Morning, Peter.
Morning, Steve.
You faced this third time you'll be facing a quarterback whom you faced last year, but with a different team. What goes more into your preparation, the quarterback himself or the system in which he's playing?
Well, primarily it's going to be the system which he plays, and then from there you go to what his attributable strengths are. Every system's a little bit different. There was a significantly different system with DJ from the Oregon State to the Florida State. Cam Ward had quite a few similarities of what they were asking him to do. So it's twofold, but I think the system, run pass numbers, formations, things like that are independent necessarily of the quarterback. But we're fully aware he's a guy that can run. He can throw the ball effectively. We had some challenging moments trying to leverage him in the pocket last year, getting him on the ground. So we realize he's a very talented player.
What have you seen of him one year to the next on video that might lend you to believe that he's even better than he was last year?
Well, he was effective moving in the pocket. You see some more design runs for him. He had a fantastic run leaving the pocket. I think he went for about 60 or 70. So you kind of showcase some of that top end speed, and I see him more comfortable in the pocket. You see him pushing the ball downfield, I think, with more confidence than he was last year at this time. So like most players, the more you play, the experience, you get an improved supporting cast, and you see their level of play elevate.
Thank you, sir.
Go to Jake Curtis from Cowboys on that side.
Yeah, it seems to be more evident on the offensive side, but Cal has had a lot more success in the first three quarters than the fourth quarter. Anything to do with defense in that regard, or any explanation?
I don't know if there's a easy explanation. We have to do a better job of, I think, finding some more juice at the end of the game. Our best players play a lot of snaps. And then sometimes when you get in those obvious pass situations, you need a little more gas. So we have to do a better job of continuing to work on conditioning, continue to be very intentional on rotation of who's starting series, who's are finishing series, trying to elevate roles for guys that do have some redeeming qualities to help us get the quarterback on the ground. So it's all around, and then really the end of the games, it's for us on defense, it's critical downs, it's third and fourth downs. We have to execute the call in which it's designed. And then guys that have opportunities to get people on the ground, have opportunities to finish interceptions, things like that. It's, you try to get very analytical and you try to cut it all to pieces. Football is about guys winning their matchups, doing what the defense or the offense asks them to do, and then doing it again and again and again.
All right, we'll go to Jeff Rado from Cowboys on that side.
Peter, with Teddy Buchanan, besides his numbers, which are obviously real good, can you tell us how you think he's played? And are you hearing anything from NFL scouts about him? You think he's a pro player?
I think Teddy's made a tremendous impact on our team. I do talk to NFL scouts basically every day that we have practice. And what I share with them about Teddy is he's as close to a professional in the collegiate setting that I've had the opportunity to be around. He's very intentional with what he does. He has a great routine throughout the week in preparation and recovery. He's been a very consistent performer, and he learns fast. And those are the things. I am not one to tell them about the evaluation of the physical attributes. That's in the eyes of the team and the organization of what they're looking for. But I've been very pleased with Teddy as a teammate and as a linebacker with the production and the leadership.
Are there any things that he's doing that maybe you didn't see when he was at Davis, or even when you played against them?
No, I mean, I just see continued growth. I mean, kind of going back to the comment I made about the quarterback, McCoy. It's as you develop in college football, as you get more comfortable, as your skills improve, you see growth, and what you want to see is an upward trajectory. Even as an older player, I think that's when, as a coach and as a talent evaluator, you see growth and you don't see plateauing. I think that tells you that there's more growth and development in those players. Some guys, they ascend very quickly and then they plateau in their junior year and senior year, maybe weren't maybe as strong as maybe their sophomore year. I don't see that the case with Teddy. He's been extremely well-rounded, in my opinion, in the run game. He's shown flashes of burst. I think he's done a nice job in some of the zone concepts, gaining depth, and having the ability to melt off the intent of the quarterback. He's had some forced fumbles. He's had some sacks. So I think he's done a very nice job of showcasing him being a guy that can win on every down.
It won't be your decision, obviously, but are you confident he can play in the NFL?
I think he's demonstrated all the necessary tools. Now, the things that I don't know is what else is out there. The NFL is continuing with Jack, my son, being with the Jets right now in the practice squad. The NFL is continuing to evolve. The 53-man roster, if you go back 25, 30 years, it had a different composition of inside backers to edge players to DBs to D-line. So the game is continuing to become space. The game is continuing to be a throw-in operation. And if you can't impact the quarterback in the NFL, it's really hard to win games. So you're seeing the numbers rise in the front, the D-line, the rotations, the number of people that they carry on the roster. And you're seeing it continue to grow in the back end with guys that have tremendous cover skills. And then right in the middle of it, the traditional inside linebackers. When I was playing, we would carry 6 to 7 on the active roster, and we'd probably carry about 6 on game day. Sometimes one guy was down. Now teams are carrying maybe 4 to 5, and maybe only 4 are up on a game day. So with limited or the minimization of the number of players that the NFL needs at that position, those are the things that I can't. I don't know enough about, what's available out there, but Teddy is a fantastic player. And I think he's going to do everything necessary to situate himself to get an opportunity.
Thanks, Peter.
We'll go to Matt Moreno from Rivals.
Coach Seren had his most productive performance for you guys of the season. How much can he build off of that as he moves forward now the rest of the year?
He has really good tools. And that's where, as a coach, you get excited. But also, it's a tremendous challenge for him is, can we develop consistency with him and trust? That's a fine balance as a defensive coach is identification of tools that can win. But there also has to be a trust factor to get your butt in the game. And he's shown flashes, he's shown tools, he shows that he has the tools to go out there and win. He has to embrace the kind of the grind and the development of earning more opportunities to go out there, or us limiting what we ask him to do and just have him focus on the things that he has demonstrated to master.
You mentioned 3rd and 4th down. I think it was 10 for 19 in this last game. Have you noticed any trends or anything that you can maybe hone in on to really improve those numbers?
It's a little bit week to week. So I think the week before, the offensive team we played was 1 of 12 against us on 3rd down. So today's our 3rd down meeting. It's our 3rd down, 4th down meeting today, and we collaborate the best we can with who we have out there, trying to identify the matchups, formations. We just have to keep grinding at it. We have to keep working at it. I have to do a better job of putting the guys in positions that they can accomplish, all the while taking everybody's strengths and everybody's deficiencies in consideration on what we ask the entire 11 to do.
Switching gears a little bit, you guys have had some playmakers emerge, Noel, Teddy, Cade. What kind of feedback are you getting on the recruiting trail about kind of players who are, eager to kind of play in the system or at least learn about what you guys have to offer?
Well, anytime you got players like that, they're a fantastic showcase for what you do on defense, and they become really good examples of the versatility that we ask our guys to really utilize. And those guys are great ambassadors for what we're doing, how they play, the playmaking ability. And there's a lot of guys that do emulate those players. So when you do get on and have conversations with them, the guys that are really into football, they know who the best players are on college football, and they study them either on YouTube or they can get on their own huddle film and kind of watch some of the highlights. So those guys are definitely people that we're talking about and discussing with recruits and saying, hey, this is the type of system that we're in, and it's a great segue about talking to recruits at those positions.